All right, take 1646. Hey guys, welcome to my very first video on my channel. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Desiree, and this is going to be the start of many videos. This video is definitely inspired by my cousin. She has like pushed me to do this video because I've always wanted to do it, but I've always been so hesitant because the camera is just not my thing. But let's get over that. So before I start anything on my channel, I wanted to do a small get to know me, a little background on who I am, what I do, and pretty much like what I'm about. So if you guys see me, I'm looking down at my computer because it has all my questions. My cousin and my best friend came up with like 15 questions just for me to answer and for you guys to get to know me if you don't already do. What is your favorite appetizer, breakfast, lunch, and dinner recipe to make? I wouldn't say that I have a favorite. I thoroughly enjoy cooking anything. I mean, as far as appetizers, I love making like wings and fries and things like that. As far as breakfast goes, I am super into making anything with like chorizo, papas, like any Mexican style breakfast is my go-to. As far as lunch, I absolutely love making turkey and Swiss grilled cheese sandwiches. Those have been like my ride or die lunches that I just like love to make. I've been making them since I was in like high school, and I just love to make them. If I do have avocado, I always add avocado to it, but it's just so good. As far as dinner goes, I can definitely say I don't have a favorite. I just love to make anything. Anything you throw at me, I'm like, hey, like let's try it, you know, whatever it is, like let me just try it. Okay, so the next question says, what are some of your favorite recipes to make in your culture? For those of you who don't know me, I am half Guamanian, half Mexican, so they make bomb food like on both sides of my family. But starting off with my like Guamanian side, I love to make like red rice, any kind of kelaguen, whether it's chicken, beef, shrimp, whatever you can think of. Like I love to make any kind of kelaguen. Okay, next one. I keep fidgeting with my hair because quarantine day 956, and I absolutely hate washing it, brushing it, you know, whatever. Next question. At what age did you know you liked to help in the kitchen? I wouldn't specifically put, you know, like an age to it, but I think when I started like wanting to be in the kitchen more, it was like middle school, freshman year. Like that's when I started like really like wanting to be in the kitchen and helping, you know, like my mom out in the kitchen, and things like that. What basic ingredients do you include in most of your dishes? Honestly, like who doesn't love garlic salt? Like garlic salt is just like the bomb on everything. I would definitely say garlic salt. Garlic salt is like my ride or die. Like anything I make, garlic salt's there. Next question. Have you tried a recipe / ingredient that you didn't like before, and what was it? I can't think of like a specific ingredient, but I do know that I absolutely am such a picky eater, and there's so many things like for me to be like someone who likes to cook, like I am super picky with a lot of my food, but I don't have a one that I can think of off the top of my head. Do you have any celebrity influencers, or who inspires you to cook? I honestly, I don't ever watch like any like celebrity cooks, like anything like that. But if I could say one person that inspires me, it is my mother. My mom cooks the absolute best food you can think of. She grew up in a family of 9 siblings, so she was always in the kitchen cooking with my grandma, and she is always in the kitchen cooking now. If you ever, you know, show up at my mom's house, 9 times out of 10 she's in the kitchen or she's in the garage barbecuing in the garage. So she's always cooking wherever she's at. She's always in the kitchen. She has definitely been the biggest influence on me for cooking. And yeah, I love everything about what she cooks. Anything she makes is just phenomenal. But yeah, my mother. All right, the next one says, would you prefer to cook for your friends and family or cater for a big party? Just recently, my mom turned 50 years young, and we had a super big party, and the thought of me cooking for 80 people almost put me over the edge. And that's just that. But I didn't. I catered because I just could not get myself to cook for 80 people. So yeah, definitely I would rather cook more or so for like my small family and just like my friends and things like that, rather than cooking for like a really large group of people. And that's that. Okay, next one. Next one says, do you have any favorite kitchen gadgets or tools that you love in your kitchen? I wouldn't say like gadgets. I don't know, would that be a gadget? Well, anyways, I love my air fryer and my Instapot. Those are like two of my favorite things inside my kitchen. They are just both so easy to work with, and like as far as like cooking time, like it's so much easier. It's so much easier to clean. Less utensils, less dishes, all of that good stuff. That's one thing I hate about cooking is
I hate dishes.
I hate washing dishes. I hate putting away dishes. But that comes with cooking, you know? So you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, the next one says, what do you love most about cooking? Honestly, I think my favorite thing about cooking is that it's such a flexible hobby. Like, I think that cooking is so unique and everybody cooks so differently, and I mean, you really don't. It like ties in with another question. Like another one of my questions was, do you like follow a recipe or do you freestyle cook? And freestyle cook is my jam. Like I love to take like 5 different recipes and like bunch them into one recipe. What I do is I usually like nitpick, like, oh, like I like that they did that. Oh, I like that they did that. Oh, I don't like that. So I'm going to take that out and I'm going to add that in. Like that's just like one of the like really fun parts about cooking, is that you can do that. And you know, like I feel like with baking it's a lot harder because I feel that baking is such like a to the T kind of thing. But yeah, definitely with the cooking, I'm all for freestyle, like freestyle cooking, freestyling my music. I don't freestyle. I do when I don't know the words though. Jenna, do you prefer to cook alone or with assistance? I definitely like to cook by myself, but I love having company while I cook. I love having people to like watch me cook or like keep me company while I'm cooking. I don't mind like cooking with people, but like if I could choose, I would definitely rather have me cooking and them just hanging out and relaxing until I'm done. And that's on, you know what? You already know what that's on. Last question. Do you ever dream of owning your own restaurant or catering service one day? I never thought about a restaurant. I always thought about a catering truck. Like I said, my mom cooks so good, and I thought that me, her, and my brothers kind of like jumping on a catering truck and making like all Guamanian style food. In the area that I live in, we have no Guamanian restaurants. We had one called Booney Peppers, but it shut down not too long ago, and I thought a food truck with Guamanian food would just be like, you know, on point. We don't have any nearby, so I thought just having a food truck with all of us in there. My oldest brother, he is super into cooking in the kitchen. He makes probably the best seafood that I've ever had, and he is very similar to me. Like we cook very freestyle. Like I'm like, hey, like, dude, can you make that shrimp you made again? And he's like, what did I put in it? And I'm like, but it was so good. Like, I don't know what you put in it, but it was good. And that's just how he is. Like, he cooks very freestyle. It makes me so stoked, you know. My other brother can grill like nobody's business. Anything he makes, like ribs, pork tenderloins, steak, tri-tip, like all of that is right up his alley, and he just is so good at it. Like, so tender, so like perfectly like charred. Like, anything he puts on that grill comes off, and it's just
Bon appetit.
and that's all I gotta say. My other brother, he's a great eater. Like, he doesn't cook very much, but I mean, who doesn't love like a good eater when you're like somebody who cooks? Like, somebody to like judge your food and like be there, you can count on him. He will be there in 2.5 seconds, ready to devour it. That is gonna be it for today's video. I definitely hope that you guys continue to join me on this journey, and that you guys can get, you know, some kind of cooking recipes out of this. But other than that, I hope you guys keep on watching. I will definitely see you guys in my next video. Bye.